Welcome to the world of an aircraft carrier chef. Imagine cooking for a small city of 5,000 people, but instead of being on land, you're out at sea. That's what it's like to be a chef on an aircraft carrier. And to make things even more challenging, you have to prepare 17,000 meals a day. As a chef on an aircraft carrier, you have to be ready for anything. You never know when you'll have to cook for a full crew or for special guests. You have to be able to adapt to any situation and make delicious meals under pressure. But despite the challenges, being a chef on an aircraft carrier can be incredibly rewarding. Not only do you get to feed the brave men and women who protect our country, but you also get to travel the world and experience different cultures and cuisines. So, if you're ready to join the culinary ranks of the aircraft carrier, let's dive in and see what it's like to be a chef on the high seas. The first thing you need to know about being a chef on an aircraft carrier is that the kitchen is a busy place. It's like a small city in itself, with multiple chefs and kitchen staff working around the clock to prepare meals for the crew. The kitchen is fully equipped with everything you need to cook just about anything. From industrial-sized ovens to walk-in freezers, you have all the tools you need to create delicious meals. But as with any kitchen, there are always challenges to overcome. For example, you have to work with limited space, which means you have to be extra organized and efficient. You also have to deal with the constant motion of the ship, which can make it difficult to keep your balance while cooking. Despite these challenges, the kitchen on an aircraft carrier is a special place. It's where the magic happens and where the crew gets to enjoy a taste of home while they're out at sea. As a chef on an aircraft carrier, you have to be ready to cook just about anything. The menu changes daily, and you have to be able to adapt to whatever ingredients and supplies are available. One day, you might be preparing a fancy dinner for VIP guests, and the next day you could be making burgers and fries for the crew. You have to be able to switch gears and cook different cuisines and styles of food at a moment's notice. But no matter what's on the menu, you always have to make sure the food is healthy and nourishing for the crew. They rely on you to keep them fueled and ready to tackle their duties, so you have to make sure you're providing them with balanced meals. As a chef on an aircraft carrier, you're not just cooking for yourself, you're feeding a small city of 5,000 people, all with different tastes and dietary needs. That means you have to be able to cater to a wide range of preferences and allergies. You have to be able to accommodate vegetarians, gluten-free diets, and other special requests. But despite the challenges, the crew is always grateful for a hot meal. They rely on you to keep them nourished and fueled, and they appreciate the hard work you put in to make sure they have a good meal. Travel the world and experience different cultures and cuisines. You also get to be a part of something bigger than yourself, knowing that you're helping to keep the crew of the aircraft carrier well-fed and ready to tackle their duties. It's not uncommon for chefs on aircraft carriers to work long hours and put in a lot of hard work. But it's all worth it in the end when you see the satisfied looks on the faces of the crew after a good meal. One of the most rewarding aspects of being a chef on an aircraft carrier is the sense of camaraderie and teamwork that develops among the kitchen staff. Working together in close quarters and under pressure brings everyone together and creates a strong bond. Of course, being a chef on an aircraft carrier is not for everyone. It takes a special kind of person to thrive in this demanding environment. But for those who are up for the challenge, it can be a truly rewarding and unforgettable experience. So if you're ready to join the ranks of the aircraft carrier chefs, get ready for long hours, hard work, and a lot of delicious meals. But most importantly, get ready to make a difference in the lives of the brave men and women who protect our country. Life on an aircraft carrier can be a bit of a shock for those who aren't used to living and working on a ship. There are a lot of things to get used to, such as the constant motion of the ship and the close quarters. But one thing that helps make life on an aircraft carrier a little bit easier is having access to good food. As a chef on an aircraft carrier, it's your job to make sure the crew is well-fed and nourished. That means preparing a wide range of meals, from breakfast to dinner, and everything in between. One of the biggest challenges of being a chef on an aircraft carrier is having to work with limited space and resources. You might not have access to all the ingredients and supplies you're used to, so you have to get creative and make do with what you have. But despite these challenges, being a chef on an aircraft carrier can be a lot of fun. You get to be a part of something bigger than yourself and make a difference in the lives of the crew. You also get to travel the world and experience different cultures and cuisines. One of the most rewarding aspects of being a chef on an aircraft carrier is the sense of community and camaraderie that develops among the kitchen staff. Working together in close quarters and under pressure brings everyone together and creates a strong bond. But it's not all work and no play on an aircraft carrier. In your downtime, you can take advantage of the many recreational activities available on the ship, such as the gym, pool, and movie theater. So if you're ready for a unique and rewarding culinary experience, consider joining the ranks of the aircraft carrier chefs. It's hard work, but the sense of accomplishment and fulfillment you'll get from feeding the brave men and women who protect our country is worth it. But don't take our word for it. Why not hear it straight from the mouths of the crew themselves? We asked a few members of the crew what they thought about the food on the aircraft carrier, and here's what they had to say. Chef Robert said, "As someone who is always on the go, it's nice to know that I can count on a hot meal whenever I need it. The chefs on this ship do an amazing job of keeping us fed and nourished, no matter what the circumstances. They always go above and beyond to make sure we have a good meal." Chef Paula told us, "The food on this ship is always top-notch. The chefs are always coming up with new and creative dishes, and they really go out of their way to accommodate special requests and dietary needs. I feel lucky to be able to enjoy such delicious meals while I'm out at sea." Chef Francesco said, "One of the things I miss most when I'm out at sea is good, home-cooked food. But the chefs on this ship do an amazing job of making me feel like I'm at home. They're always coming up with new and exciting dishes, and they make sure there's something for everyone. I'm always impressed by the level of creativity and hard work that goes into every meal." As you can see, being a chef on an aircraft carrier is a demanding but rewarding job. It takes hard work and dedication, but the sense of accomplishment and fulfillment you'll get from feeding the brave men and women who protect our country is worth it. So if you're up for the challenge, consider joining the ranks of the aircraft carrier chefs and see where your culinary journey takes you. So if you're ready to join the ranks of the aircraft carrier chefs, get ready for long hours, hard work, and a lot of delicious meals. But most importantly, get ready to make a difference in the lives of the brave men and women who protect our country.